really our holy grail of AR here, the AR Eyewear panel.
Ooh.
We're gonna. Are you?
I just saved them. I saved them the effort. I saved them the effort.
Okay. We've got a couple of demos here, and then we're gonna have a panel here to take questions from the audience. Paul Travers from Vuzix for unspecified medical reasons was not able to attend. He has sent Ron Hedinger to attend and take questions on his behalf. And to start with, we will have Stephen Wiley, CEO of Enovega, do his product demo, and you can begin.
Thank you. In fact, presentation, it's fine?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So I'm not in an enviable position here, first person to talk after a big lunch, but see how things go.
Have we got you up on that?
Yeah, I'm on B here. So with, let's try it again. I just plugged it in B because I said last time B.
Sometimes it's flaky.
Okay, great. Yeah, well, good afternoon, everyone. Apologies in advance for those who caught the keynote this morning. Ori had us on a very fast cadence. We have 15 seconds per slide to present what essentially is this presentation. So if I start going a little fast, it's because I set myself up for that. I'm just going to press one more button here. Let's see if this works. Cool. Okay, so I'm going to talk about building what we believe might be the ultimate AR interface, and we intend it to look something like what's shown there. The sort of flow for today's session is talking about the AR display problem and how important it is that it be resolved if we're to go further as a community, and how we believe the display ideally would be very big field of view, panoramic is the wording we use, fully transparent, etc. I'll get into those details. And then I'll sort of chat for a moment about what fiction writers in Hollywood have been telling us to do all along, because in fact that is the architecture that we've selected at Enovega. I'll contrast our solution with a more conventional approach and then summarize our status and our plans going forward. So we just think the right eyewear is essential for AR, irrespective of whether it's entertainment, defense, low vision. We're involved in the various verticals, but we're trying to get the eyewear correct. There's a fundamental conflict with AR, because the mobile device has to be small to be sort of convenient and pocketable. On the other hand, you'd like the screen to be large. That's why we pan. We want this big virtual landscape. So, you know, designers have tried to convince us to use tablets with 6-inch screens, sort of smallish device and a largish screen, and that hasn't worked out so well. We absolutely believe if you had a clean sheet of paper to proceed building an AR display, it really would be eyewear, and again, along the lines of something like this. So it needs to be panoramic, wide field of view, very stylish, to enable a sort of uptake in the markets that we're anticipating and needing. So Google recently, with its video, gave us a glimpse of what's cool in the future of AR. 15 million plus downloads, a lot of interest, a lot of attention. Unfortunately, in order to achieve this, you need this big panoramic, transparent AR eyewear, which we don't have today. So I could call this Google's vision for an AR display. It would be compact, cool, stylish. It would be very wide field of view, panoramic. So the equivalent of a 240-inch plasma display in your living room, equivalent of a 40, 50-inch desktop monitor, 25-inch tablet. So very large. And for VR, or for movies, for gaming, that gets you the immersion. It's a personal IMAX theater. It's your inside the game. That all happens at about 200, 250-inch TV. You fall inside. For AR, we just want a very large canvas. The idea is that you're wearing these cool eyeglasses, and anywhere on that very large canvas, developers can place their material. It's got to be fully transparent, not only for AR, but to be socially acceptable. Folks, you're going to look at your community, your friends, and they're going to look at you. They want to see your eyes, so it needs to be transparent. Plus, it needs to be full HD, full 3D, usable in extremes of day and night, low power, rugged, affordable, etc. So the bar is set very high. And that's really why designers generally, to include ourselves and others, have struggled to get this ultimate AR eyewear to the marketplace. Designers pretty well have told us universally that we have to choose either something, either the eyewear is super stylish, so the upper left arguably is very stylish, but you have to give up significantly on performance. For example, this field of view. At the far right, you can have all the performance you want, but it weighs 3 or 4 or 5 pounds and maybe costs you $100,000. You give up on styling completely. And what the curve is telling you down below with a traditional approach, traditional geometric optics, is that as you try to increase the experience or the engagement or the field of view or the canvas, whatever you call it, you pay a huge price in bulk and weight of the eyewear. Where you'd like to be, you'd like to have a stylish eyewear, and that's down to the lower right, where you could dial in this field of view. You got a different view if you're looking at a web page, different view if you're in an immersive gaming environment or AR environment. But at the end of the day, you get all that with stylish, comfortable eyewear. So the fiction writers in Hollywood and futurists have been telling us, just use a contact lens and your problems will be solved. And we sort of took them seriously. So even Snow Crash in the early 90s and Rainbow's End, Verna Vinci, and Terminator, of course, they have all helped us understand that this is what we should do. This is a trailer, well, it must be 10 years ago now, for a Mission Impossible movie where Ethan Allen was wearing these very cool shades, big panoramic, full color, full sort of 3D, HD, etc. And again, didn't tell us how to get there, but certainly described AR for folks like myself. Dr. Kaku, a brilliant physicist and futurist, he made a statement in an online seminar that by the year 2100, internet-enabled contact lenses will allow us to access the world's information base or conjure up any image we desire in the blink of an eye. We certainly agree with this, and we'd like to do this in the next 3 years. So here's the traditional design approach using so-called geometric optics. And good work has been done, good design, and over the years there's been incremental improvement. But it's not what we just defined as the ultimate AR display. So again, we do believe it looks more like a pair of glasses. It's comfortable, lightweight, transparent, etc. And the way we get there as a company, we remove all of the optics from the eye frame. So all of the bulk and the weight that you see on the far left-hand side, we simply strip them out and go back to a pair of glasses. And more specifically, we select eyewear frame. We add in the eyewear frame we wrap in the flat panels, the transparent flat panels, or we build tiny projectors on the side of the frame so that the front optic of the glasses become your image. And then what we do is we have the wear a contact lens to view that image. So again, to be specific, our system is 2 pieces. You wear contact lenses. Contact lenses enable you to view the world around you with your normal correction. These are normal contact lenses except with a modification. But the modification is that through those lenses you're able to view your media. So your media is fully in focus and your real world is fully in focus. Here's a little bit more on the lens itself. The outer part of the lens is your conventional contact lens with your prescription. Sharpens your view of the real world. 50% of humans need some sort of visual correction. The center lens, sub-millimeter center lens, that's what streams the media. So what you're left with is this dual focal plane system with the real world in focus, your media in focus and available to you, and then of course your AR developers are going to be able to mix and blend pixel by pixel the real world and the media. This is why in many ways we describe it as the ultimate AR display. And because of the way our architecture is set up, what you get for free is you get integrated, improved vision. So it's not as if you wear your glasses as you might normally or your conventional contact lenses, and then on top you put your AR display. With AR display, it includes your vision correction if you need it. Plus, we include things like eye tracking and other sensors that are part of our architecture that developers will have a lot of fun with. I'm often asked, how will consumers wear the iOptic product? Will they wear the lenses all the time? The answer is yes, I think they will. Just like a conventional contact lens, they'll put them in. If they're not wearing their glasses, it's just a conventional lens correcting their vision, as all lenses do. It's only when they put on their glasses that you have the media feed. Will they wear the eyewear all the time? They might. I can think of many reasons why they would, for AR, for gaming, for immersive video, etc. But the answer is we don't know for sure, and it's going to be a lot of fun working with consumers to understand those usage patterns. What we do know is that we need natural, stylish, powerful AR display interface for this industry really to move as we'd like it to. So last year at this event I spoke and I described that we were an early stage company with patents and designs. We were doing some early demonstrations. We had a couple of early military contracts. And really it was our emergence from stealth mode last year. We put out a press release and we told everyone that we were getting busy in this AR field. In the balance of last year after this event, we built eyewear demonstrations, contact lenses with prescriptions, and then kits of contact lenses that we use to launch clinical trials. So a new contact lens needs to be approved by the FDA, and you have to proceed with testing and trials to achieve that. So as we turn the corner in 2012, we're now building full function prototypes. We're working with strategic partners. And over the next year or two, we'll be delivering successive versions of prototypes with different functionality. One of our partners happens to be a military partner, DARPA, that obviously had a lot of input and responsibility for the early days of the internet and personal GPS, etc. This happens to be one of the large programs we're supporting, in fact, co-leading. It's called Scenic. And it's a little cryptic, but down below, I could read it. It's a capability demonstration in areas of hands-free zoom. So not only sort of AR as we know it, but zooming and related features, computer-enhanced vision, vision recognition, character recognition, object recognition, and 360-degree awareness. So what we like about the defense community is that the specifications or requirements are very aggressive, far more aggressive than we would see in the consumer world. So it's teaching us well. Really, this is just an observation. More recently, at the Consumer Electronics Show beginning part of the year, we reiterated our intent to support the AR community, and we've had a lot of press. And I think this is a clear statement that we can move from what's been a fringe business and a fringe technology to a mainstream technology if we continue to hang in here and do good work. Thank you.
Hold all questions until the end where we can ask questions from the whole panel. So next up we have Kevin Mirza, CEO of Optivent.